Hello, everyone. Good evening. Hello, everyone. This is Ritika Garg, name you already know. Okay, I'm into teaching for last 11 years. I have completed around 5,000 plus hours for IELTS training. I'm officially certified by IDP. I'm TEFL certified and CELPIP Level 1 certified coach. Okay, and today we are here to start your journey with us to learn for IELTS so that you people can crack your exam in the very first attempt. Very first thing, I'll introduce IELTS reading test with you. Okay, that what actually the IELTS reading test, then we will have a quick discussion on different types of questions, and then I will move on to the topic of today's session. That is, I will give you 10 tips to crack your IELTS reading test. Okay, and these tips will actually help you, provide you the direction. Of course, practice is the key, right? Within a one session, it is not like that you will jump from one band or two bands higher. But yes, you will be having a direction with you that how to go with the preparation. Okay, yes. Now, first of all, this is something that you people need to tell me. How do you find IELTS reading? What are your reactions about IELTS reading? You like them? You like it or not? Is it tricky or maybe I'm not sure if I'm excited or I'm really nervous? How is it? Yes, they are the masterminds who test our vocabulary. Time management is must. Okay, fine. Now, what skills usually examiners, like in IELTS reading test, what are the skills that are being tested by examiner? The very first thing, of course, like read the general sense of a passage. If you will be moving to any English speaking country, so if you read anything, so whether you are able to extract out the general sense of the passage or not, whether you are able to understand that reading or not, then whether you are able to read for the main ideas of that passage you have. Okay, and lastly, read for detail. These three are somewhere clubbed together. Like whether you are able to have the general sense, okay, what this passage is all about, then the main highlights, the main ideas, and then read for detail. Are you able to read any piece of reading? Hi, Kashish, good evening. Now, next is understand inferences and implied meaning. Recognize writer's opinion. These types of questions you get in exam where they will ask you to analyze writer's opinions, attitudes, and the purpose of writing. After that, follow the development of an argument, whatever the argument is given in the reading. So whether you are able to develop an understanding for the same or not. So these are the basic skills that will be assessed in your IELTS reading test. Okay, now these are the different question types. What types of questions do we get in our IELTS reading? First are sentence completion. What do you understand by sentence completion? Traditionally in school, we used to call them fill in the blanks. There would be incomplete sentences and you need to complete those sentences. In the same way, you get questions like summary, note, table, flowchart completions. Again, also in these types of questions, you will be having incomplete sentences or you will be having blanks that you need to finish or you need to complete those. After that, short question answers. What do you understand by this? Short question answers? Yes, 1 word, 2 words, or 3 word answers. They won't go beyond that, okay? No, it is not like only 1 word. It can be 2 words or 3 words, but not more than that. Next, you will get diagram labeling completion. Have you people done that in school? In science or in your social science, we used to get diagrams and we need to label those diagrams. In the same way, you will get a diagram here. Along with that diagram, not exactly the pie chart location I'm talking about. It is something in reading, rarely it will happen. You will get such kind of this. For example, they will give you the diagram related to structure of soil. And then you need to label what all parts of the soil are there. In the same way, maybe the diagram of volcano. And you need to label different parts. So in this way, you will get different diagrams. And then, okay, and then you need to label those. After that, multiple choice questions. What are multiple choice questions? Are we going to play Kaun Banega Crorepati? Is it? Yes, of course, you will be having multiple options and then you need to choose the correct one. Unfortunately, we don't have lifelines here. Right? Of course, yes. It is similar for general as well. Okay, now matching information. You will get certain statements, question statements, and the information would be there in the text, and you need to match those informations. In the same way, match the headings. What are these? You will be given paragraphs and you need to match given headings with those paragraphs. Then match sentence endings. Here, they will give you incomplete sentence. Yes, they will give you incomplete sentence and then you need to complete those sentence. And true, false, not given. Here, you need to, in school, you must have done the true or false. But in IELTS, we have another thing that is not given. So these are the different types of questions that you will be getting in your IELTS reading test. I will be discussing all these questions in deep detail. But today in our session, we will focus on the tips that you people should take care of while attempting your reading test. Okay, so now let's enter into the reading tips, 10 reading tips that I have for you. The very first is don't expect to understand every word. So tell me one thing. Okay, it is not just about IELTS reading. Whenever you read any newspaper article or any novel or any other piece of writing, does it happen with you as well that you are not able to understand each and every word? Or does it happen with you that you are not able to understand each and every word? Exactly. Sometimes it happens, right? It is quite relatable. It happens every time. Like if you are reading newspapers or any piece of writing, you are not able to understand. So what is to be done in that situation? If it happens in exam or while you are practicing reading, so do I need to leave that answer because I don't know the meaning? How you will understand that word? If in the passage you don't understand any word, then what you will do? Exactly. So in such kind of situations, when you are not able to understand any word, then ignore it, leave it. There is no need to bang your head onto that single word. What you can do is you will read the entire sentence. Okay, you will read the entire sentence and then you will try to extract out the meaning. Okay, you will deduce the meaning as per the context, in which context that particular word is used. Okay, you will look for the clues, you will find out the meaning like for the entire sentence, and then you will deduce out the meaning for that particular word or for that particular sentence. Okay, otherwise what you can do is you will just focus on the words that are related to the questions. There is no need to focus on each and every word till the time it is not related to your question. And don't worry if you are not able to understand those words. Okay, so next time when you will be doing IELTS reading, and if you feel that I don't know the meaning of this particular word, leave it. Read the entire sentence and then deduce the meaning. Okay, now see this. I have in small, like a small activity for you all. The first sentence is this, and I want you people to tell me the meaning, whether you know the meaning of this word, which I have highlighted in red or not. How many of you know the meaning of assiduous? Now read the sentence and tell me the meaning. Read the sentence. He was assiduous, working at this task for weeks before he felt satisfied with his results. Exactly. Hardworking, I can see. Some people, yes, students are, yes, hardworking, dedicated. You can say that he is so dedicated towards his work that he worked on this task for weeks before he felt satisfied with the results. Isn't it? Yes, determined, relentless. So this is something you need to do in your exam as well. Diligent, yes. How about the next sentence? I burnished the brass fixtures until they reflect the lamp light. So what do you think? What can be the meaning of burnish here? I burnished the brass fixtures until they reflect the lamplight. Yes, polishing something, that the brass fixtures, I rubbed it, polished it that much that it should be that much clean, it will reflect the lamplight. Okay, the last sentence. Come on. He is far too intelligent to utter such fatuous remarks. Stupid, foolish, silly, awful. Okay, closely relatable. Okay, now see. Have you people noticed after reading the entire sentence, you people were able to extract out the meaning of the entire sentence, that what does this sentence mean, right? How many of you were able to do that? Say yes, I'm able to do it. Yes, silly is the meaning, exactly. So yes, this is what you are supposed to do in your IELTS reading as well. If, oh my God, 50 out of 50, awesome, I'm able to do it. Very good, very nice. So this is something that you people are supposed to do exactly with your IELTS reading test. If you are not able to understand the meaning of any particular word, read the entire sentence. Understood? So the next thing is to improve your IELTS reading is to practice your general reading skills. Okay, reading with pleasure. If you are doing pleasure reading, then definitely you will be able to improve not only your English skills, but also your vocabulary. Vocabulary is something which would be quite intense while reading your IELTS paragraphs. Okay, so make sure from today itself, start inculcating this habit. There are so many things that you can read. You can read some blogs if you're not interested in novels. You can read newspapers, an excellent way to improve your vocabulary and understanding of sentence formation. Magazine, newspapers, or anything. It is something, the practice that will make you perfect. Now, anyone here in the class can suggest any of the books or any journals or articles that you read that will help all of us. Listening to podcasts will help more into listening, no? Of course, you can do that podcast, but yes, they would be more helpful for listening tests. But when I'm talking about reading, you need to read the text. Okay, BBC, someone, Atomic Habits. Okay, so Atomic Habits is a good one to read. The Secret Book by Rhonda, just to get used to that accent. And my personal favorite is Wonder by R.J. Palacio. 0 to 1, the 10x rules. Okay, so there are so many books, so many suggestions that I'm getting from students, and there are certain books that I haven't read it, but yes, definitely I'll do that. So inculcate this habit. Rich Dad Poor Dad, yes, it is something good, and I have also read that book. Okay, so Wonder by R.J. Palacio, you people should go through this book. Okay, the sentence formation, the vocabulary that you will find, it is pretty much impressive here. Now, the next tip is read the instructions very carefully. This is something mandatory, guys. If you people are taking reading tests and if you will not follow the instructions carefully, then no one can save you and you will lose your band. Do you want that? That because of this mistake, we should lose our band? Many times it happens that students spot the correct answer, but they don't follow the instructions and they get 0 in that. Ouch. Isn't it painful? It happened with you, Komal? Oh my God. So take care of this thing. I lost 4 points because of yes or no. It happens. Practice is something that you require then. Okay, so coming back to the word limit, if the question says, those who are new, see, with every question you will see, write 2 words or a number, write 1 word or a number. This, what does it mean? Of course, yes, you can write answers. In fact, it is recommended that you people should write answers in the capital letters. Now you tell me, when I'm saying write 2 words and or a number, if I will write 1 word, my answer would be correct or not? Instruction says write 2 words and or a number, then correct. Basically, you will get write no more than. If I say write no more than 2 words and or a number, so the students who were saying incorrect to this, now it will be correct? Yes. Yes, of course, you can write 1 word and a number. It can be 2 words or it can be the combination. So this is something that you people should take care of while writing the answers. Now, I have an exercise for you so that you all can understand about the word limit. Okay, so the instruction says, focus on screen, and I want answer from all of you. There are 125 students and I want 125 answers. Instruction is no more than 2 words, and my answer is on-campus activities. Correct or incorrect? It is not mandatory to write answers in capital letters, but yes, it is highly recommended to avoid or to rule out any scope of errors. Okay, so the majority of students are saying, yes, this is correct. Now, those who are saying that it is incorrect, Are you people counting on campus activities like this? Yes. If you people are counting like this, then of course it would be 3 words for you. But here is something that we should understand, that the hyphenated words, yes, is a one word. Whenever there would be, yes, Amritpal, please tell me. Like if there is hyphen, then it would be one word and activities would be the another word. So total 2 words are here. Okay, now the next one, come on. One word and or a number. My answer is this. Is it correct? Or is it incorrect? Again, mixed responses I am getting. Some are saying no, some are saying yes. Now see, if I talk about at, counted as one word, and 9 I will count as one number, right? So what it would be? It would be correct. One word and or a number. It would be correct. Okay, it is one word and a number. Whenever there are AM, PM or any symbol, we don't count them. Okay, so it would be at 9 AM, one word and or a number. Clear with this? So far, so good. If anyone is having any doubt, then let me know. This is something that many of you are already aware of. How many of you agree with this thing? That your IELTS exam, IELTS reading test, it's actually a vocabulary test. Yes. Disagree. Okay. Agree. Up to an extent. If I say up to an extent, it is actually a vocabulary test. So many of the students here are agreeing with me. Yes. See, why I'm saying this, that it is actually a vocabulary test. You people will find paraphrased content extensively used in your reading passages, isn't it? So have you noticed this thing, that they used a lot of synonyms, the paraphrased content? Yes. So this paraphrased content, who will crack this? Yes, these are there to trick you, but who will crack that? The student who is actually good at vocabulary, isn't it? So always you will find the paraphrased content. A paraphrased fragment would be there that says absolutely the same. Okay, so vocabulary is something that we need to enhance, or we need to practice more and more to improve the vocabulary. Now see this. This is a small exercise that I have for you again. You can see a paragraph where I have highlighted certain words with red color. Okay, and words are there. You can see the words here at the bottom. Now what you need to do is, you will tell me the paraphrased words. Okay, you will tell me the paraphrased words here. The first one is no compulsory standardized test. It is similar to what? No compulsory standardized tests. See, compulsory, mandatory, standardized, systemized, test, assessment, right? Okay, now the second word I have for you is competition. Competition is for what? Competition would be outcome. Is this correct? Yes, rivalry. A competition is there. Now, the next word is funded. The paraphrasing is funded for, yes, sponsored. Okay, how about business people? The word given in the text is business people, but you will get a paraphrased word for that in your question. So the word is entrepreneurs. Okay. And the last word I have for you is goals. Goals means what? Objective. Exactly. So these kind of things you need to follow. When we do it in the class with these small paragraphs, then of course it is easier for you, right? But if you will follow these things while practicing your IELTS reading, then definitely you will understand each and everything. This is how in a single paragraph, there were so many paraphrased words, isn't it? Similarly, you will get it in your test. Okay, now, before moving further, are you people excited to know next 5 tips? Yes or no? Okay. And how many of you will promise me that you people will follow these 5 tips that I have shared with you? Okay, so this is something paraphrasing. So obviously, follow all these things. Now, the next is time is crucial. How many of you feel that 60 minutes are too less? I need at least 90 minutes to complete the reading test. Anyone here who feel, yes, I need 10 minutes more, 15 minutes more? Is it? So how you will do that? See, you will have 1 hour to complete your test and 40 questions would be there, isn't it? So you must use your time wisely. You cannot waste your time. How you will do it now onwards? 15 minutes for your passage 1, 20 minutes for your next passage, and 25 minutes for the last passage. If you will do it accordingly, then definitely you will be able to manage time. And one more thumb rule I have, spend only 1 minute on a question. Okay, 1 minute per question. If you feel that this particular question is taking a lot of time, leave it, just encircle that question and move on to the next question. Don't waste your time on a single question. Understood? All of you clear with the things? Awesome. Moving further to our reading tip number 6. How many of you again relate with this thing that your prior knowledge, the knowledge that you hold for a subject, it actually interferes with the reading test? Does it happen with you? If I know, suppose like I've done my master's in science and I get a topic related to science, then I start assuming things. Okay, or maybe it is not yes all the time. So you need to leave that habit. Ignore anything you already know about the topic. Okay, they are in like in reading test, it is not about that how well you know that topic. It is all about the informations which is given in the text. Okay, so you all will make sure about this thing that whatever the pre-knowledge or the concepts you have in your head, you need not to go with them till the time you are not able to extract the answers, right? Sometimes if you feel like, I'm not able to extract the answer, but yes, I've read it somewhere, so maybe this kind of thing can be the answer. So it is always better to write the answer, no, instead of leaving. But don't let your knowledge, your existing knowledge for any of the topic intervene with the reading test. Okay, you will just follow the informations which are given in the reading test. After that, what is this? Practice slow and fast. This is my formula. This is something I used to follow when I was preparing for my IELTS. How many of you practice this slow and fast formula? This is something that helped me. Okay, this is something that helped me. See, what you need to do is, initially, when you will be solving your initial reading test, if you will put 1 hour timer in front of you, like for me, so when I did it, it gave me a mini heart attack that no, I cannot do it. How will I be able to do it in 1 hour? So what actually happened at that time? No, either I was able to complete my test in 1 hour, or I will be like, if I'm not doing it in 1 hour, then my accuracy would be fine. But if I follow that 1 hour thing, then the accuracy, I made several mistakes. So what I did is, initially, I started practicing several tests slowly. I didn't bother about the time, like whether I'm taking 60 minutes, 70 minutes, 75 minutes, or even 90 minutes. Okay. First, I started practicing different tests slowly. And then I practice. Then once I feel that now I'm very well aware, I am able to understand the text. I know what kind of errors I make. I know which type of questions bothers me a lot. So once I have analyzed my situation in the reading test, when I practiced so many tests, then I started attempting that test under exam conditions, that I will be doing that test in 1 hour only. But initially, don't get panicked. Okay, just practice this slow and fast, slow and fast. Just keep it like this. If you struggle a lot, then why to complete the entire reading test in a day? Just do one passage and then see why you were not able to find out the answers, why some answers were incorrect. Then maintain the pace. Then next day, start doing 2 passages. And then after a week, start doing 3 passages. So this slow and fast formula will help you a lot. So make sure, yes, of course, because this thing, something that Saroj helped me a lot. Okay, so there is no need to worry about. Each and every student is different. Not all these students can do it likewise, that yes, I will be able to do it in 50 minutes. Not everyone can do that, no? So maintain your pace. Don't compare your preparation with others and start doing it slowly and then fast. Okay, now, after that, the tip number 8, be careful when transferring your answers. In IELTS reading test, you people won't get any extra time to transfer your answers. With one of my students, what happened, like he thought that he will be getting 10 minutes extra or 5 minutes extra to transfer his answers. Okay, and he attempted the entire test in the question paper, but the time got up and he need to submit. At that time, he submitted the blank answer sheet. How many of you, like, isn't it painful to hear that the blank answer sheet with such kind of blunders? The tips that I have gathered here, all these tips actually happened with students. It happens with many of these students. So never ever, like wait for extra minute to transfer your answers. What you can do is, while practicing, pen paper based students, take the printouts of IELTS answer sheet. Okay, you will find them anywhere. In fact, on the official websites also these are available. So what you will do is take the printout of IELTS answer sheet and then check how much time it takes to transfer your answers. Okay, I will tell you that how I used to do it. Instead of transferring answers like this, I have done question number 1, then I will write it in the answer sheet. So it was actually quite chaotic because sometimes we make errors as well. And later we realize, no, this answer is not for this. This is for that. So what I used to do in that case, passage 1, say 13 questions. So I will solve passage 1 and then I will transfer 13 answers in the answer book. Okay, whatever the answer sheet, like the answer sheet that I will get, I will transfer those 13 answers to that answer sheet. After that, I will do passage 2 and then will transfer, then passage 3 and then will transfer. Okay, so you people can do that in this way. Like time management, you are able to manage. There is no need, to face such kind of brutal accidents that we need to submit our paper blank, right? So make sure to practice these things. Whatever these small things that we are discussing here, you people should practice all these things well advanced before your exam. After that, tip number 9, never leave any question unanswered. With each correct question, we get 1 mark, right? If my answer is correct, I'll get 1 mark. What if my answer is incorrect? What if my answer is incorrect? Will there be any negative marking or I will just get 0? No, there is no negative marking. So when there is no negative marking, do you think that it makes any sense to leave a question unanswered? Never ever do that. If you will leave it unanswered, then definitely you will get 0, right? But if you will read the text and as per the understanding, you will come up with a wild guess, then still there is a probability that you can score 1. Okay? So make sure that you will never ever leave any question unanswered. Many times I receive such kind of writing practice test or the mock test where students leave 4 to 5 answers. So in that scenario, it is very difficult for you to get the band. So make sure that you will never ever leave any question unanswered. And the last tip is, do not panic. Never ever panic. How many of you started sweating when you see such a long passage in front of you? Anyone? Oh my God, such a long passage. How will I do it? I cannot do it. No? Okay. What about others? Yes. So those who get panic, don't do that. There will be the combination, your IELTS reading test. The IELTS reading test will be the combination for easy questions and difficult questions. The key is not to panic when you are trying to answer a difficult one. If the answer doesn't present itself, if you're not able to extract it in one go, then what you will do? You will bang your head in that question, or the wise step is move on to the next one. There is no need to waste your time. We need to manage time, okay? You can, yes, move to the next. You can come back to that particular question later, isn't it? Slow tip, that slow and fast. What is that? What I was talking about. Dekho, initially when I started practicing, so it was quite challenging for me to, what should I say in that? I was not able to find out to manage my time or the accuracy. If I used to manage my time, then the problem I used to have that I will be like lacking behind the accuracy. If I will not, if I will try to manage time, then only I will be able to mark the correct answers. But if I won't manage my time, then what will happen? Like if I try to do it in 1 hour, then what will happen with me? That I will lose the accuracy. But in my opinion, your IELTS test is related to both. Everything will go hand in hand. Okay, the things will go hand in hand, your accuracy and time management. So pehle practice slowly. Okay, practice slowly. Get acquainted with the exam format, reading test format, and then start practicing in the exam conditions. Now, these are the 10 tips that I shared with you all. We can end up here for today. Thank you guys for being so much active and energetic in this session. Thank you. Bye-bye all.